Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I have for you the latest create and make, and this one is called the Dainty Deco Gift Box. I've done the video for Tonic Studios, so that should be up, so please do go and check that one out. But this one is for my channel. So this has got some really adorable Verso panels, and you've actually got you've got 3 Verso panels in this set. You've got the large square, which is your base piece, and then your side panels here for the base. And then, believe it or not, the lid is made out of these pieces here, and then this second square down, it cuts this octagon. It's not an equal octagon, but it cuts out an octagon, and basically this the lid is made with this piece and this piece here, and then that octagon there. So it will make more sense once we start putting one together. There is 17 dies, and the create and make in the UK is priced at $14.99. I'm not entirely sure what's happening with the US and whether you can order from the UK, but I know they have currently suspended shipping items from the UK to the US because of all the tariffs and the taxes and things. So I don't know anything about that. I don't know how it works. That's obviously something that Tonic Studios are managing. Anyhow, back to why we're here. I am going to put one of these together today, but I'm just going to bring in one to show you what this looks like. So this is one of the boxes I've made. I have made another one, but that's exclusive to the Tonic video. So this is what the gift box looks like. I've used the Verso panels here in the, oh god, is it Aqua Lake or something? It's a glitter card. It was in one of the pound deals on Tonic Studios website a little while ago. Might be a Turquoise Lake or something maybe. And I've used teal and some blue cardstock from my own stash, and it is such an adorable, it is so adorable, it is so cute. I have lined the inside of the lid as well with the base color. It's a good size box. You're definitely going to get a chocolate orange in there, for sure, because you've got the depth on that inside lid as well. So we're going to make one of these. We're going to put one of these together. And for this make though, I am using patterned paper, and the patterned paper I've decided to use, let me just bring it in and I can show you. It's this gold foiling patterned paper from the Fabulous Fabrics 8x8 paper pack. And I just thought it's going to go so nicely. I mean, the two I've made, one's pink obviously, the other one is obviously blue, and I thought I'd go for a more, you know, like a deco-ish color, which is like your brown and your golds and your stony like creams. So we are going to, let's put one together. So what you need for this make then is you need 2 of these large squares, and this will be for the base and it will cover up your workings. You will need 4 of these pieces. Now in the instructions I think it says 1, but I've cut out 2 of these, and the way you get this piece is from this octagon, the largest octagon. So basically, let me just show you so it makes sense. So I've just cut a piece of card that is big enough to fit this, and then I've placed it over the top, and I've just cut that out twice. Excuse me. So you need 2 of those, and then this piece here, you need 12 of these. So you need 3 for each corner. Now I am using 240 GSM Espresso Brown, 216 GSM Espresso Brown, some Harvest Gold Mirror Card, and I'm also using the patterned paper from the Fabulous Fabrics collection. So I've actually cut this out in 216 GSM because it's a smaller piece. There are quite a few score lines that we have to fold and burnish. So I've gone for the lighter cardstock for this, but 240 GSM for everything else. So you need 12 of these pieces. Now there are triangular pieces in this collection. So you've got one that cuts out a solid triangle here with this piece, and then you've got this panel here that cuts out an aperture triangle. So you can mat and layer, so you could have like a gold piece and then a brown piece on top, so the gold shows through that triangle. Now obviously these Verso panels, I've used it on the blue box here, and the video that I've done for Tonic Studios, that's using some of the corner elements, that's using Verso panels. So for my channel I wanted to go for patterned paper, so you get an idea of what it looks like using both. So you need obviously 12 of those. You need to cut out 2 of these pieces because this will form the handle on the lid. I've already attached my decorative elements to the lid portion, the handle portion, and it's literally these gold tiny pieces. You can cut, where is it? There. You can cut 2 out in one go. So I've cut that out twice and I've just glued those on. The decorative elements you will need, if you're using pattern paper, you will need 4 of these. And then I've also cut my decorative element out 4 times using the pattern paper, and then I've also cut it out in brown 240 GSM because I just wanted it to back onto something. I don't want to just use just pattern paper, so I'm going to back it onto that. This is a choice, but like here, when you attach each corner, when you put it together, you've got this triangular piece, this aperture that you can use to decorate. Oh, doesn't that look good? That also looks really nice. Turquoise lake with that gold. Right, anyhow, moving on. So you need to cut out 4 of these pieces. I've also cut out the decorative element that goes on the handle for the lid. And I think that's about it. So let's put, I've actually decorated, I've added my patterned paper onto 3 of my panels here, but I haven't done it for the lid, so we're going to do that bit together. But for now I've done the base. So with the base piece then, you've got quite a few score lines on this, and you have to, so this first score line, obviously I'm using brown cardstock, but hopefully you can see that this first score line here, you're going to fold that away from yourself, so it's going to be a mountain fold. And you do need to give them a really good burnish. And then the next one here, that is going to be a valley fold, so press your nail against it and then fold that towards you and give that a good burnish. So you should have something that's going to look like this. There is also a small tab here, so fold that one back again, give that a burnish, and then you've got this tab here again, fold that back and give that a really good burnish. Now you've got this piece here, you need to fold that in on itself and give that a really good burnish. It's suddenly gone really dark. I don't know if it's going to rain today, but I'm hoping it's not. So I'm going to take my decorative element and I'm going to glue this on to my panel. I am using Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. This is my go-to glue with my sweet petunia. If you are interested in the sweet petunia, it is an amazing, like, I can't even begin to tell you how much this has changed my life. But it is literally effortless to use it. So I'm just going to add my decorative paper onto there, leaving a nice even border going all the way round. And then I'm going to press that down. And then what we're going to do is bring in the other 3 pieces. We're going to apply glue to this tab here. And we're going to start joining these panels up. So I'll do the first one and then I'll speed up the rest. So all you're doing is making sure that lines up. Make sure it's nice and level at the bottom and at the top. And then press that down. And then you're just going to go ahead and do the rest. Okay, so I started applying glue here, but just wait for that bit. What you need to do at this point is, once you've glued all 4 panels together, is actually apply glue to the inside of this tab here. So let's do that now. You're going to take one of these squares and you're going to attach it to that panel like so. So just make sure everything butts up nicely against that corner there, and then just press everything down. And you're now going to go ahead and do the same. One second, just put that glue away. Okay, so you're just now going to go ahead and do the same on all of these tabs. Apply glue and then press them all down. Okay, so you should have something. Oh, that one hasn't glued down. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this. At this point, go ahead and apply glue to your second square. And then you're just going to place that on the bottom here. And then just press everything down. Make sure it grabs all around the edges. There we go. So it gives you a nice solid base. So here, what you need to do is pull all your panels out like so. And I'm just going to quickly show you. You've got these just make sure that panel's glued down well. Okay, so you've got this piece here. Now you don't there are no score lines on this bit, so that needs to tuck in first like that. Then you need to put a dot of glue on that tab there and on that bit there, and you're basically going to attach your corner. So I'm gonna use my tweezer to hold that in place because it is a tight corner. So I'm just going to use my tweezer to squeeze that tab down like so, and then I'm just going to use the tip of my tweezer just to press that piece down that was on the inside there, like so you'll get a nice neat corner there. And we're basically going to do that for all the other 3 corners. Okay, so now you should have something that looks like this, where all those corners are glued together. So that is the base completed. Now we're going to move on and do the lid. Now, what we are going to be doing is I've already glued 2 of these panels together, but we are going to create this piece here. And although it looks really complicated, it's actually not. So for this then you need 3 of these per corner. So as mentioned, I've cut it in 216 GSM. You've got this first score line here. You need to fold that away from yourself. And this is where you do need to make sure you give these a really good burnish, so you've got nice crisp corners. So first score line you fold away from yourself. The next one you fold towards you. And then you're going to give that a really good burnish. And then you've got a score line here. You're going to fold that away from yourself. So again, give that a really good burnish. And then the last one is this one here. You've got a small score line. So fold that away from yourself. And again, give that a really good burnish. So you're going to have 3 of these pieces in total. Now, the 2 triangles here, there's one that has a curved corner. You're going to apply glue to that one there. And then you're going to bring in your second piece. So it's facing one like that and one like that. And you're going to push this piece underneath this triangle here and tuck this in under at the same time. So, and make sure this tab goes under as well at the same time. Just make sure everything is nice and flush. Use this as a guide to make sure you get that neat corner there, and then just press that down from the inside. We're going to do the same again on here. So apply glue to that rounded corner triangle, like so, and then bring in your next piece, and then you're going to tuck this piece under this piece here, like so, and then that piece is going to tuck under as well, and then you're just going to glue that panel together, making sure that that corner tab also tucks under. Just gonna press that down, and then your last one here, you're going to apply glue to that rounded corner triangle, and then you're going to tuck everything under, and then you're just going to glue that one down too. So although it looks really complicated, it's not. If you follow each step, it's not complicated at all. So once your pyramid has been formed, you're going to go ahead and apply glue to these tiny tabs on the side, and you're going to press that down. Use a tweezer just to make sure you can hold it, because it's awkward. So just make sure you've got a good hold of that tab and press that down. You're going to do the same again for both of these tabs. So once you've done that and you've joined all those tabs down, once you've glued that down, these pieces here, I don't know if you can see that, but those pieces there, just go under and just put a dot of glue, and then just press those down. Oh, that one's come off. Let's do that corner again. Maybe I didn't put enough glue on that one. Bear with, let's fix this corner first. You know, when you, I've got every single create and make, I believe, apart from one. There's one that I don't have, which I'm absolutely gutted about, and I have been looking for it. Oh, put glue on the wrong bit there. It's supposed to go under. It's the, and I'm sure I'll find it one day. It's the, I think it was like a festive one that went with a showcase as well, actually. And it makes like a votive. So, right, so once you've got all that stuck down like that, bring in your triangular piece and apply glue. Make sure you go right to those corners. And then you're just going to place that over the top, like so. You're going to press that down. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to bring in these pieces here. So let me just go ahead and apply glue and stick my decorative elements on my patterned paper. So I'm just applying glue, and I'm just going to join those two panels together. In fact, let me go ahead and do the same for these ones too. So my panels are now stuck together. So what we need to do is bring in one of your corner pieces, and now I'm going to go with that side. Okay, bring in one of your corner pieces, apply glue to this section here. So and then you're going to marry up the top of here with this piece here. Just make sure it's nice and level, like so. And then you're also going to make sure this marries up at this end here. And then you're just going to press all that down. And then you're going to get another one of these, and then you're going to apply glue to this side here. Doesn't matter what side you pick because they're all equal. But one way to remember, on your triangular apertures there's a dot, so you can use that to guide you if you want to. And then I'm going to again put that together, marry that up, make sure it's nice and level at the top, and make sure it's nice and level at the bottom there, and then press those down. So once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and basically attach these panels to these side panels here. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'll do one more and then I'll speed the rest up. So again, we're just applying glue, sticking the panel down, making sure it marries up at the top and on the side, like so, and then press that down. And now we're just going to go around and do the rest. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this. So now what you're going to do is bring in one of these octagon pieces, and you're basically going to apply glue around the edge. Make sure you've got plenty of glue on there. And you're basically going to attach this onto the top here and cover up all your workings. So just make sure everything aligns nicely. Push it in from the sides. It's a perfect fit. Oh, my battery's low on my watch. Thank you for the warning. So we're just gonna press all of that down and then go in from the inside and then just give that a good press as well. So you will get a nice, neat finish. There we go. Take your second octagon, again apply glue to the back of this, and this is going to go on the inside just to cover up your workings. You don't have to put this piece on if you don't want to, but I am, because I just want to cover everything up on the inside as well. So I'm just going to place this on the inside of here, following that aperture shape. And then I'm going to press all that down. Let's go in with my precision tool. There we go. Like that. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this. We are nearly coming to the end now. So you need to bring in these two pieces. So the side, there are score lines, and you're going to fold it once like that, and then the second one you're going to fold up, and then you've got a tab. So you're going to do that on both sides. You're going to apply glue to one of these squares here, and then you're going to attach a second piece over the top, because this is going to be part of your the handle for your lid. So at this point you can go ahead as well and attach your decorative element. I'm going to do that now while it's still flat. So I'm just applying glue to the decorative element here, and just going to place that in the middle there, like so. And now all you need to do is go ahead and apply glue to these tiny side panels here, glue tabs. And again, because it's a tight space, you're going to just hold it with your tweezer. And you're going to do that all the way around. Okay, so once you've done that, obviously you'll have these little tabs coming out. You do need to use the square in the set. There's a small square, and cut an aperture into your decorative panel. So whether you're using the Verso panel or whether you're using pattern paper, you need to cut that square out. Feed those tabs through this hole here, this square. So feed all of those through, and then you're just going to apply glue to this tab here, that one there. You're just basically going to do all those tabs, and you're going to press all that down. I'm just gently pressing it. I say gently, but you know what I mean. I'm just pressing them down with my fingers. Just make sure it's nice and secure. And then you are going to go ahead, apply glue on the back. And Just make sure you get plenty of glue on those tabs as well, and then we can sandwich that. Plenty of glue on there, and then you're going to place this now. If I make that my front, should I make that my front or that? Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it? Right, let's go with that. Okay, so we're going to apply and position our panel so there's a nice even border all the way around. There we go. And now we're going to press all that down. So that then finishes off my lid. So if I bring the base in, and then all we have to do is put our lid on to our base, and that is your Dainty Deco Gift Box. Isn't that so cute? I absolutely love this more flat handle for the box, and it's a really good size, like I said. And yeah, so that finishes off my make. It's given me, obviously, you know, the papers are the papers, but it's giving me Gucci vibes, Louis Vuitton. So thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. I put the links for this in the description below. I do use affiliate links. The affiliate links don't cost you anything, but Tonic do pay me a small commission for sharing my inspiration and creating content. So I would really appreciate it if you would use those to show support to my channel. As always, there are more people watching that are not subscribed, and again, it doesn't cost anything to press that subscribe button at all. It doesn't cost anything, so please do go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and help me continue doing what I'm doing. And hit that notification bell if you want to receive notifications of future videos. And I think all that's left to say is thank you so much, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. All right, take care guys, bye.